Hello, Jim Howard here. Today is December 4th, 2015. The last three, yeah, video blogs that I did, I made them in the morning. This one I decided to make because I said I was going to do one a day starting in December. So I didn't get it done this morning, so it's almost 11 p.m. I thought I better get it done so I can upload it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I mentioned yesterday that or did I? Anyway, I put my old monitor right here. I put it right here, and I think I just hooked it up to the second, outlet on the video card and pop. Didn't have to do anything at all, and then I could take my mouse, run right across, and go over to the other monitor. I could have two things like this, and I could have something set up over there. I didn't try doing a screen capture. I guess I could have also done a screen capture. Two things. One, that monitor, an HP monitor, 23-inch, I think. Nice monitor, but at an angle over that way, it wasn't clear, wasn't good. Now I thought, well, okay, this one would be if I moved it over. It's an IPS, where it looks good if you see it at different angles. So I could have put the old one here and then moved this one, but I want my new one here. And then the second thing was, with the TV here, the wide monitor here, and with that monitor there, made it kind of difficult. I think the video maybe that I did yesterday, I had the video on a tripod and had it, up here so it could see over the monitors. So I just decided I need this desk space. Something in my eye. Need this desk space. So I took it down. Right now my arthritis is killing me. I just took a shower and reaching down to wash my lower legs and my feet, it's hell. I've got a long brush, but it's just hell. So I haven't taken my pain pill yet. Pain pills are not here. I got them, and it's not a narcotic. I forget what it is. It's just something that the doctor wrote for me. It's extra strength. I could, I don't need him to write it for me. I could just go in a drugstore and buy. Well, I wouldn't even have to buy. I could just take two of a regular, So at my age, 75, I should be able to get some good stuff. I've never even smoked marijuana in my life. Haven't taken any drugs. I don't know if you can hear the cat scratching. I'm afraid that cat. We've got a cat because Hillary, my daughter's here, and she loves all animals, and especially cats. And she tamed a wild cat, and now we have this cat in here, and it's really pretty and it's really sweet. But it's been going around digging, sort of. Kind of digs. It wanted to get into my closet, and so finally I just opened up. It was digging a while ago, scratching at the outside. I opened up the door. There's stuff could fall on it in there, but now I hear it over there digging about something. So I've got a cat. Just did the review of this lamp. Pretty nice. I'll put the link to it in case you it has a battery in it that's rechargeable by USB. Puts out the warm, natural, who cares, white light or whatever. This is the on and off switch. And then you can adjust 3 colors, or you can change the brightness up to 5 or whatever. It remembers the setting. Came in a really nice box. It'd make a nice gift. But when I took it out, I thought, my God, this thing's gonna, but it doesn't. It's okay. I'll actually be using it a lot because when you see me trying to show, well, especially for the Amazon reviews, but sometimes I have trouble getting light on the right kind of light that I want. And with a corded lamp, whatever, it's a problem sometimes. This I'll just be able to move wherever I need. If I need to read the credit card number to purchase something, then I'll be able to move the lamp over there if I need to. So, this is a review that the problem I'm having is I do these reviews, quite a few of them. I have a lot of, have I done 500 reviews? How many have I done? Hang on a second. I don't think I've done 500. Why am I thinking 500? Trying to keep track of that cat. There it is. There it goes. Let's see. This is like one a while ago. I was contacted by these people, and they said that they were waiting for me to do my review, and I did the review back in November, 6th. I wish Amazon had a way when you do the review that it automatically notified or you had the choice to be someplace where you could click to notify. I guess they don't know who actually would be sending it to you. These companies have somebody that, does that type of stuff and then keeps track of whether the reviews have been done or not. And this is not an isolated thing. It happens to me quite often. People will contact me, and then I can't remember, and then I find that I did, that I did the review. I think the story today is I cannot believe Donald Trump is, damn Amazon.
A brand new.
Damn CNN's going to start there. I don't want to, if I want to see a video, I'll see a video, but you go to CNN site and their damn video starts up. Donald Trump is at the top of the Republican field with 36% of registered Republicans and people leaning towards him. 36%. I cannot believe that. He's an idiot. He's an asshole. He's a prick. He's a fascist. If he became president, he was saying the other day that if he were president, that he would kill the families of terrorists. So if he became president, commander-in-chief, he would issue that order. I don't think the Joint Chiefs of Staff or the Secretary of the Army, the Navy, Air Force, or Marine Corps or whatever would carry out his orders. I think they would flat out refuse to do it. I'm not sure what would happen at that point, but if someone underneath him, if some military commander someplace said, well, the president ordered, me to kill these families or whatever, if they did it or attempted to do it, then Uh, Donald Trump would be impeached for sure, and it would be, we've had two presidents that have been impeached. Impeach means bring to trial, but both of them were found. Andrew Johnson, the first one senator. It was one vote that saved him from being removed from office, and that was, let's see, a Republican senator from Kansas, and his constituents and the people in Kansas, they wanted Andrew Johnson removed, and he was featured in John F. Kennedy's book, Profiles in Courage, because he voted his conscience. He voted what he felt was right to do, and he voted not to remove Andrew Johnson. And I guess he paid for it for the rest of his life. He sure didn't hold the political office, and I don't think any of the people that, I don't think any of them, I guess his family probably loved him, but nobody else did in Kansas. So Donald Trump he'd be impeached for sure. Well, military, anybody in the military, in fact, that's part of the basic training or whatever, is you don't, you follow orders, you follow the chain of command, but you do not do things that are crimes or morally wrong. You don't do it. You refuse to do it. So Donald Trump would be, if he were elected president, which he won't be, I think if he happens to be the Republican, which I can't believe, candidate, I don't think he'll carry a state. Barry Goldwater, a Republican back a long time ago, was right-wing Republican. But he was a man of character, of honor, of integrity, and sure, he was right-wing, but there's no comparison between Barry Goldwater and Trump. But Donald Trump would be impeached, and he would be voted out of office and removed from office. If for a lot of things, probably, but for murder, for advocating murder, for calling upon the military to commit war crimes, to violate their uniform code of justice, which they, swear to uphold, he'd be removed from office. It'd be interesting to see then what would happen. Then he could be arrested and tried. But, then I think that you wouldn't be able to convict him because he's going to have a jury, and somebody on that jury is going to say, fuck yeah, I'll kill the terrorists, kill their families, kill their babies, kill their mothers and fathers, and there'd be somebody on the jury that would say that. And so I don't think you could convict him. I don't think you could, but you could remove him from office. But I can't believe that he would be elected. I can't believe that anybody, even right-wing Republicans, I can't believe that anybody would. I can't believe that he's got 36% of registered Republicans and those independents that are leaning towards him. It's just unbelievable. Now I can't even see that. I can't understand it. It just doesn't. It's not comprehensible. If somebody were an anarchist, somebody who was opposed to all forms of government, wanted no government at all. I mean, these guys in the old days, there were a few of them, probably also a highly number of them mentally ill, that threw bombs, They pictured them, with a beard or whatever and throwing a bomb. I mean, they didn't want any form of government at all. Okay, if you can't bring down government, put an end to government, then elect somebody like Trump. But libertarians are not anarchists. Well, I'm sure there's some that are. You know, you always have this, no matter what you say, you always have this small number of people. Libertarians just don't want any more government, any more controls than are necessary. And of course, you have a wide range. Some people would, not want zoning laws. Some people would not want. There'd be a few who wouldn't want speeding, laws. There'd be some who wouldn't want meat inspections, But basically, I think the libertarian people would be people who don't want oppressive government. They don't want any more. They don't want government, any more government than is needed. They'd want just enough government, to keep the airlines regulated, so that you actually had a trained pilot flying the airplane and not an Uber driver. They want to have enough. Maybe they wouldn't want speed limits. I mean, maybe they would want, you have to stop at a stop sign, a stoplight, or whatever. Maybe they'd even say, okay, well, there can be speed limits in the city. Maybe they'd say, well, on the highway, no speed limits, which would be kind of stupid. But, you have those people. But I just can't understand anybody going for Donald Trump. I mentioned Barry Goldwater, Arizona, senator from Arizona. And he was I didn't vote for him, of course. Well, could I vote? Let's see. Who did he run against? Did he run against? I voted for my first president I voted for was Kennedy. Did Barry Goldwater run against Kennedy? I can't. Anyway, I wasn't for Barry Goldwater, although he was a decent man, and he would have done. Well, of course, he'd bring Republicans in, and that's the problem. You might have somebody who's a good Republican. I mean, not a good Republican. You can't be a good American and a good Republican nowadays, for sure. But the problem is, if I were elected president of the United States, I'd do like Abraham Lincoln did. I'd have, well, he put his enemies, I think, on the cabinet, just stuff like that. But I guess they could watch them, I wouldn't care whether the person was a Democrat or Republican or an independent or a communist. I wouldn't care. I mean, unless he's a communist who violently plans to overthrow the government of the United States. But socialist, communist, if maybe that would be the person who, but they would have to be somebody who's not going to be crazy like Donald Trump. It'd be, maybe the Secretary of the Treasury, I might say communist, Well, I wouldn't say communist. Who would be the best person for this, for this job? But the problem is with Democrats and Republicans, because they're running for office, for presidency, and so they have these people who are donating money. They have these people who are able to get them votes in a certain, so they're going to, they're going to appoint payoffs. They're going to, okay, you're Secretary of Treasury, you're Secretary of Commerce, you're Secretary of Education, you're ambassador, to Great Britain or something because of. But if I were elected, I'd pick whoever was the best position, and I would try to have a balanced cabinet, and it wouldn't bother me at all having a socialist or a communist, provided it was not, I used to know a bunch of the communist phrases or whatever, but I really wouldn't care, provided that they could honestly swear, the oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States and so forth and so on. I just cannot believe that that's what I was going to say. If I remember correctly, Barry Goldwater carried one state. I don't think it was his home state of Arizona, if I remember, which is kind of a surprise. If I remember correctly, I don't think he carried Arizona, but he carried one state. if Trump did end up, which I don't believe he will, as a candidate of the Republican Party, I don't think he'll even carry one state. Now, we got some fucked up states, with... but I don't think he'll carry even one state. I think it will be such a total disaster. But that's sort of the problem with all of this is, well, I don't think this would be the Republicans, right-wing Republicans, their policies really are rejected by the American people. The American people, if you ask the American people, are you conservative or are you, liberal? Probably a majority might say, well, yeah, I'm conservative. But then when you ask the American people, are you in favor of Social Security? Yes. Are you in favor of Medicare? Yes. All down the line, they pick all of the liberal points of view. So they're actually liberal, and they don't really realize it. But the conservatives have, the right wing, the crazy right wing, they always feel like, well, our candidate didn't get picked to run for president. He was discriminated. He didn't get to run. We've never run a real, conservative. So sometime the Republicans ought to let them run a real conservative and see what happens. This time, though, I don't think I don't think he's a conservative. He's definitely not a liberal. He's just arrogant, egotistical, self-promoter. So that wouldn't really be the test. If they picked him to run as a Republican candidate, it would be a disaster. But I don't think then after the election, I don't think they'd say, well, that shows that we need a responsible persons who run on the Republican ticket for the presidency. I think they would say the same thing. Well, we didn't have a real conservative. Okay, I got some reviews I've got to do. I have to review a garlic press. I never had a garlic press before. I love garlic. I have garlic salt that I sprinkle on everything. I have garlic powder but I never buy whole fresh garlic. But now I have this garlic press. Maybe I will. Stainless steel. Got to do a review of that. And I sent along this. This is a lemon squeezer or something. I'm not sure what I could use this for. Could be the end of this video. Thank you very much.